Stop acting crazy. BOG checking in with Nolazine CV. Period.
Okay, so tell everyone, where you from?
I'm from Marrero, the West Bank, the West Side.
So, for someone who never been to Marrero, but tell them how it go down in Marrero.
It go down like 4 fat holes in a Corolla. I'm telling you, we it from Marrero, period. Holding it down.
Okay.
Marrero, the realest on the West Bank is Marrero. Period.
So, and so what you gotta say to the people who be hating on Marrero, like the people from,
from across the river that be calling us country and
from
all
everywhere.
that. Yeah, fuck them. That's how I feel about it. We the realest ones. They have a lot of real ones come from Marrero. Ain't you from Marrero?
Yeah.
Yeah, including yourself. Yay.
I'm from Algiers to Marrero. I was born in Algiers.
Okay.
Oh, my grandma's still on Ames.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think I remember going to school with you, right? Truman, you went to Truman Middle?
No, I only went to Marrero Middle.
On Marrero Middle, one of them. I went to Marrero too.
The private school, I got my ass whooped at All Saints and Algiers. Yeah, but I came Marrero all the way to the east. That's how I became Nola Plug. I came from everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, but I always tell people, but I seen some crazy shit in Marrero.
Yay. I probably was one of the ones acting crazy in Marrero.
Yeah, but if I just interviewed a few people from Marrero and they don't want to give Marrero their props. We had some nationwide artists.
We did.
We have 4 nationwide artists.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz It Down, MC Thick, Chop, and Baby Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm lying. 5. Up a lucky day.
We did. We had a lot of legends come from Marrero.
He actually was in Marrero Middle.
For
Him and his brothers.
For real?
I was in class with his brother and Mykel Brown. He remember that.
Okay.
So we got some big artists that came from that
Yeah,
area.
we have a lot of talent.
Yeah, but Frank Ocean actually went to John Everett.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I start doing my research on music and stuff and artists.
I don't know if he stayed in Marrero, but he went to John Everett.
For real?
Yeah.
Dang.
You didn't even know that, huh?
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that one.
Right, but I tell people, I've been through every hood, through the whole New Orleans, to the West Bank. I never really played Kenny yet, but I tell people, I think all artists should start actually maneuvering from the West Bank all the way to the East, for you can build your fan base instead of trying to downplay and what people got going on.
It's time for us to start coming together, marketing and helping each other. As far as from like you say, from the East all the way back to Avondale, if you got to go, because they have artists in Avondale.
You gonna keep going. You got a Wagman Boutique.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But it's just so much going on in the music business.
It's all that show money count.
Yeah, it really do. Show money and royalty money for music. All that shit add up.
So being a bounce artist, right now, all bounce artists are just thriving. But you know, if you're doing features with mainstream artists, artists that's going mainstream, how do you feel right now?
I feel good, man. It's a blessing to even have those big artists like that count you in on their projects and stuff like that. It's a blessing. It's a good feeling. To even think that artists is that big is even tuned into you and your music. And you know what I'm saying? That goes to show you don't know who they're not liking, but they looking. And that's why it's important to just keep going. You never know what could happen.
Gotcha. So, you just did a feature, actually with an artist from on Reserve, OG Perpin.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how that happen,
Perp so cool, man. He really so down to earth. Shout out to Perp.
OG Perpin.
Yeah, he's a real humble artist, and the way that he carries himself, I can tell that he's gonna go off so far because of he's real into helping you in your craft or whatever like that. But We was on live one night. We was on live, Joseph. I guess nobody couldn't sleep that night. We was up like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Perp. I said, let's go. We was on live actually rapping. He like, man, we need to get in the studio. We really need to do that. I say less. So I called Mykel. I'm like, Mykel, let us come. Let me come slide through the studio. I'm bringing Perp with me. We about to do this song or whatever. And he pulled over, and we just did our thing. It was a fun time in the studio. I like doing features more than my regular music. I don't know why.
And so you had a feature with Fredo Bang as well, right?
Mm-hmm. The song.
So how did that happen?
That was actually like a kind of like a birthday gift from Mykel. Fredo was looking
shout out Mykel. We just interviewed him.
Yeah, Mykel that's the coolest producer, something like inside of my world. But Fredo Bang and Mykel have a real good relationship. So Fredo had hit Mykel up and was like, he need an artist, a female, on this song, and he wanted like some project shit. So he listened to my music and he told me like what he wanted me to do and like the concept of the song and stuff like that. Mykel lined that up for me and I did. We actually did a song while we was on FaceTime and put it together, and it's a hit right now. I never knew the song. Well, I knew the song was gonna go big, but I didn't think it was gonna go big like it is now with the numbers. As I'm watching the numbers and shit, like the numbers is crazy for that song right now. Shout out to Fredo.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So if we said project, so you think he was looking for more like a Marrero project?
No,
I'm messing with you.
It was more like the delivery, the voice, the energy. You know what I'm saying? I just think that my voice is so unique. And when I go in the studio, I go crazy. Okay. I do.
So I gotta talk about this feature though, cause like this was an interesting video.
Okay.
Of you and Jay Arson.
Mm-hmm. He called me for a feature.
It was very creative.
Yeah. He shout out to Jay Arson. He actually, it was a part in his song, and I don't know who he let hear his verse first, and he was like, you gotta go get the girl that sang the song, that dick big, you gotta share it. So a lot of people don't know this either. Jay Arson actually wrote my verse for that song.
Well, shout out Jay Arson.
Yeah, man. He ate like we came together on it, but he did like 75. I did like 25 because he know he was gonna say it. He was gonna do his whole song by himself. But he like, you own there, your delivery, your voice is gonna make the song jump more. So he kind of gave me like the concept of what he had written down, and then I added my Vonnie to it. But yeah, that's basically
Vonnie, huh?
Yeah. But that's more of how that went like that. Shout out to Neo. Neo passed away. He was the producer of that song. But yeah, it was a fun time in the studio too. With that, that was real dope. The concept and everything. The video too.
You talk about, I mean, it was named not Neo. It was named Nayo.
Nayo.
I was like, wait, Neo?
Nayo. I don't know why.
I don't know nobody from New Orleans named Neo.
I don't know why I always call a man Neo, but it's close.
Long live Nayo, man.
Long live Nayo, yeah, man.
I had to sit there and think, I'm like, Neo? I never heard of Neo in New Orleans.
Nayo, man. Nayo died. That's crazy.
Okay. So, growing up, who influenced you to actually become one music artist?
Of course, Magnolia Shorty. Magnolia Shorty been one of my favorite artists since I was a little girl. Always did listen to her music. Soulja Slim, he's still #1 in my books. Lil Wayne, Mac Miller. It's like, because I'm I'm not just a pussy popping rapper. I could really rap or whatever. So it's like when I go for my music and I go for my energy, that's what really inspired me. Like, if I'm going to the studio, I gotta be listening to Soulja Slim. I gotta listen to Wayne. I gotta listen to Moneybagg Yo, Shorty. And that's how I go. It builds my energy up to go in the studio and do what I got to do.
Okay. And so being a female bounce artist and like, you know, paving the way like for your hood, being a bounce artist as well, like tell us, I'm like, what do you think, like, if a Magnolia Shorty made it to in the bounce world in the city of New Orleans?
Wait, what your question was again? I'm sorry.
I'm like, what she meant, you know, able to, like, you know.
What she meant? Wow, she's a legend. I feel like I feel like she gave us more of the female perspective. Like, you know, she told stories to us. You know, like how they have Big Fredo, like they have the gay bounce or whatever. She gave us real project shit, but her stories was like realistic. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was something that we all could relate to as females in the industry or whatever. Or even like in a public eye. And she just was, I feel like if she was still alive, she would have opened up that door for us to be mainstream. Like maybe we'll have a genre in music for bounce or something like that.
Y'all already there.
I know we there, but we
I feel like probably been there way sooner.
Yeah, I feel like we would have been there way sooner. I feel like her attitude. I met Magnolia Shorty one time. It was a Big Fredo party a long time ago at the Red Velvet.
Man, you talking.
Yeah, I met her like that was a long ass time ago. I was a dancer at the time for an artist. And I met her and you could tell like her spirit was just so, you know, she was a welcoming person. So I know she would have paved the way for us and did what she, you know what I'm saying, she had to do for us artists, you know, as far as like helping us with music and motivating us to keep going and stuff. That's what I really got from her.
Gotcha. So you was a dancer first, so and so tell us, I'm like, when did you actually start being a dancer? And like what year?
I started being a dancer like probably like 2011, something like that. Yeah, 2011. I was dancing for G-Rock. I was one of his BOG dancers. Probably like 11, 12, something like that. And we would go places. Like, I know you probably saw us, like, well, you used to be everyone. So,
hey, you gotta tell everybody.
We used to be outside. We was young. So, yeah, like in between that, about 9-11, something like that. Yeah, 2009-11. That's when I started dancing. And, you know, I was dancing for, like, different artists and stuff like that. Yeah, about that time.
So, I'm like, before we go on, like, you know, BOG. Yeah, but what the stand, like, you know, what the meaning of?
Been on game.
Okay. So, tell us what year did you become one, bounce artist?
I became a bounce artist.
And how, matter of fact?
I became a bounce artist in like, I want to say like 17. Blazer made my first song. A-Wall.
Long Live Blazer?
Yeah. My A-Wall song.
Wait, how you came with A-Wall song?
My boyfriend was from the A-Wall.
Okay,
my baby daddy at the time. My boyfriend.
I knew you about to say that, but I was just like, you know, you.
Yeah, and then I had dropped after I dropped A-Wall. I dropped Can't Take That Back. That fucked up baby daddy. I can't take that back. And then I came with For My Hood, for Marrero. But what made me start doing music is we really had no female artists. Shorty was our only like female artist for our generation. They had the Miss T's, the Lady Reed, Casey Reed, all of them. But I just feel like we were listening more to male bounce than female. So it was something that I was like, I wanted to make a song and just come out as an artist because I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it, and I did it.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the average day like on that for Vonnie?
It's normal shit. I just wake up. I do like motherly stuff to start my day off, sending my babies to school. And I just sit down and I brainstorm a lot. Like I'm really in a disciplined stage, so I'm just dream chasing right now. I just feel like I cut myself out from the world as of now because I'm more focused on my craft, like, and what I could do to better myself. What can I do to like invest into my craft? What can I do, to make me a better artist and a artist if I'm trying to go far. I feel like playtime is over. So it's like I'm up promoting myself, promoting my brand. Checking emails, listening to beats. I have a lot of producers send me a lot of beats and stuff to listen to. And more of like in a writing stage of, just trying to come with my next big hit. That's basically my day. I don't do too much. I don't.
Gotcha. So, what separates you from the other music artists out there?
I think what separates me from, I think I'm real, like, it's hard for me to fuck with other artists because it be a lot of fake shit going on. And I feel like I be too real to be around all that fool shit. So I just try to seclude myself. Like, the only artist female in this game I might fuck with is Reedy. Reedy real genuine. I've been fucking with Reedy. Reedy, like, she remind me so much of me. But as far as other artists, I wish them the best at everything they doing. But it's just that what makes me different is, I don't know, it's like they can't take me because of, I'm just too real. I'm real blunt too. And I say whatever the fuck I'm gonna say. You just got to respect it. And that's just that. Like, I don't respect fate. It's like they out here, it's like they proud of a lot of pussy shit going on. So I just try to stay out the way. I'm neutral. I hate how you buy people, and I just shoot out and go about my business. I don't be trying to, I'm easy to work with, but I just feel like I don't fuck with a lot of people. It's been too many lines been crossed, too much shit done happened in the past to where, I don't have time for it right now. I'm focused on me and my craft.
Gotcha. So being in the music industry for a while now, tell us what do you enjoy most about it, and tell us what do you actually
my dislikes about it.
What you hate about it.
Yeah, what I hate about it. What I enjoy about music is when I hit the stage, right? And it just be so amazing. Like, sometimes when I leave my shows, sometimes I cry because it's just it's a blessing to be booked for shows, and then you go there and you cut up and you have so many people just so excited to see you, shows be word for word and stuff like that. I feel like that's my likes of how the way my fans and how the way my city hold me down, and even surrounding areas like, out of state and in state. I feel like that's the biggest blessing of them all. I really don't have no dislikes about no music or whatever. I really don't. I can't say I really never had no trouble with nothing like that to dislike. You know what I'm saying? At first it was like what I hated about it, how my producers used to hold my music and shit like that. So that's why I fuck with Mykel, because when I go to Mykel studio, I leave with whatever I bring there. And some producers I had to stop fucking with because I like to make music and I like to listen to it. And if I don't really feel like I delivered my track, I don't put the track out. I have a lot of unreleased music. And I just feel like I really don't have no dislikes. That was basically my only dislike in music, with producers holding my music and shit like that. So, well, when they do try to release it, I'm way 4 or 5 songs down the line.
Gotcha. So, if Vonnie could date anyone in the music industry or the entertainment world, who would it be? And also tell us why.
Moneybag Yo. That's my dream, man. I love me some Moneybag Yo.
I think the man just got married, huh?
I don't think he got married.
You hope you don't get married, huh?
He ain't doing that. They ain't gonna stop nothing.
Trying to hit some,
That's not gonna stop nothing, baby. It ain't nothing but a death certificate, if you ask me.
Damn.
But Moneybag Yo, I love Moneybag Yo. I always have been. I don't know. I guess it's because of his voice and it's like his height and the way he carries. So make my pussy wait.
And so you don't think Mario, well, Moneybag Yo, if it looks like it's a guy off Girlfriends?
Yeah,
William.
he do. William. He look like him in a mixture of Jason, the Michael Myers man.
Damn. Oh yeah, he do like Michael Myers. Yeah, I remember you got that chain.
Yeah, he do.
Shout out Moneybag Yo, man.
Yeah, I fuck with Moneybag Yo.
I'll be like a feature with him, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get a feature with. I want a feature with him and the City Girls.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my dream. That's my dream features. Moneybag Yo and the City Girls.
Gotcha. So, have you ever been on that catfish before?
No, I never been catfish.
So,
I never.
Yeah, but I love when the women say this. So like, I got women I interviewed and they talk about the multiple ways of getting catfish. So like, a lot of women don't realize they've been catfished. So being catfish can be a guy act like he got a certain type of money or to have this before y'all got it. No, it's a lot more things. Hold up. I heard it from the women now. And they got these guys who might have dreads with their hats, and when they take their hat off, able to be missing. They got these other dudes, they be wearing their partner clothes and driving their partner cars. They got like, they got different ways that men...
Niggas bring you to their partner houses while they partner at work acting like it's their house and shit like that.
Yeah, so have you been catfished?
Yeah, I've been catfished by niggas that act like they had money, and niggas always have money until you ask them for something. And once it's like me, I put niggas through the test. I'm gonna test your temperature. I'm going to see, because when you fucking with a bitch that have money, you know what I'm saying? You got to be a nigga with money. So yeah, it's like I had one nigga like that. I'm talking about we out to eat or whatever. And you know, like real niggas do, you know, niggas, if the niggas tell you they won't go out to eat or whatever, I'll be like, look, come on, let's go out to eat. This nigga asked me, he like, the bill was like almost $220. I'll never forget this. That was just so embarrassing. When I tell you, I dropped this bitch off, blocked him on everything, and he ain't hear from me ever again.
And he rode you too?
Yeah.
You probably thought you took him on a date.
No, I think we had actually met up at the restaurant. I think he drove his car, I drove my car. All these niggas have is clothes in a car. That's it. And staying with their mama and shit. I don't got time for that. But we get to the restaurant, we eat or whatever. He like, man, I'm short $100. And I'm sitting back, I'm like thinking to myself, this nigga had prop money. His partner was a rapper, right? And you know how you buy the little fake $100 bill and all that? You on Instagram starting like you got it. And this nigga had prop money. I was like, that was the lamest shit ever to me. Niggas really out here like doing stupid shit like that to get pussy.
And so nigga tricked you with some prop money?
He ain't tricked me with no prop money. I paid the whole bill out. I told him, I said, I'm going to call you when I get to the room or whatever and give you the hotel room and all that, the number and all that. This nigga went to calling me private. I don't play like that.
Dang. So, like, glad you said it. Like, so, you know, you say you want to deal with a dude with money. So, like, my thing is, somebody told me whoever I'm like invites the person on the date usually have to pay for them, man, female or male.
Me,
so how do you feel about it?
I don't have a problem with treating a nigga or whatever. Like, I'm the type of girlfriend, like, if I have a real significant other, like a real loyal partner or whatever, like, you don't really have to ask me for nothing. Like, we'll sit down, we'll talk about, setting goals and stuff like that, and budgets and stuff like that. So, money never have been an issue. Like, as far as, like, dealing with a man and stuff like that. I don't have a problem with, like, treating a man, taking a man out. But you have to deliver that same energy. Don't just be expecting
don't just be a bum.
Yeah, don't just be a bum with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll call you, like, and be like, bring your lunch or some shit like that to work if you're working up, you're on the block or whatever.
You bring niggas lunch on the block?
Yeah, I'm sucking dick on the block too.
Damn. So when the last time you sucked dick on the block?
That's my nigga. Probably like a year ago.
Damn.
Yo, little mini.
It was just a blessing before you go bust another jug, huh? And we bust twice, huh?
You either pull up or you pull over by another hoe. Which one you want? I'm just saying, you got to be a freak for your nigga or he gonna find one.
So like how you feel about that? Like, because I be hearing females be saying, "Oh, I ain't doing this or doing that." Then like usually when you like when you like a hair salon saying that, if they got a female in the hair salon, like, I'll fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, I just feel like that's how a lot of bitches lose their nigga, because, like my song say, side bitch. He got a bitch, but I ain't worrying about her. Still riding, eating dick. I know she heard about it. A bitch not sparing your feelings out here, girl. You either gonna do what it takes to make this nigga happy, and when you a side bitch, you can't get your feelings caught up because you know you'll never be number one. And you'll never be for this nigga because no nigga don't really be wanting no bitch like that or whatever. So I just feel like, bitch, you got to be a nasty bitch for up. It's 2023.
2023. So like how you feel about that? Like, but you dealing with, somebody's boyfriend, and like, you get a relationship and you want your nigga to be faithful. And like you do, and like in your mind, you think you're doing everything right, but this motherfucker still cheating.
You see, if I'm cheating on my boyfriend,
no, if he cheating on you, and like if you've been through past things, like if you dealt with somebody who was cheating before, so like sometimes, do you think that's like karma, or you just think, oh, that's a dog ass nigga?
Sometimes it can be karma. But I feel like some niggas just dogs. Like, some niggas won't have a good girlfriend and they be wanting to have a variety pack of hoes on the side. Like, hoes waiting on the side. And, yeah, like hoes really waiting on the side to get in the game. So, I just feel like some niggas just nasty like that.
Yeah, some niggas just, had, just different moments in life, but I think a lot of men just want excitement in their life. Like, if they girl, like if they real girlfriend bring excitement with, threesomes, give them a head on the block, giving them got 3,000. Like, I ain't
never gave no nigga no threesome. I feel like, bitch, you barely could do a twosome. Right. How the fuck you gonna give somebody else some dick?
I just had this conversation about threesomes, because like, a female in an interview, she was like, man, it's cool to, like, if a threesome's all cool, but I'm asking you this question. Do you think a threesome, because, back in the day, when two guys had sex, like one girl, it's called a train.
A train.
So, like, is that called a threesome too?
It's three people, fuck. It's just, the sex count from the gender is different.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to start it off as a man. This is how most men gonna feel, please, in that situation. This your girl, and she said she want a threesome, and you actually agree to some shit like that with another nigga. This nigga pull out way more dick than you and stick it in. You not gonna go after him.
Did you see that article? They had a real article where a girl had two niggas in a hotel room, and she woke up, the other nigga was dead.
Oh yeah, that nigga put too much dick in his girl.
Yeah, they really had an article like that. They really had an article like that. But I wouldn't have no threesome with two niggas. Like, if you're a real nigga, I just feel like your dick, you know, when you was young, you know, you growing up, or it was different. You know what I'm saying? For niggas or whatever. But now two grown ass men in a room trying to fuck a bitch, like, if you weird. Like, your dick probably wouldn't even. You a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? Your dick ain't gonna even want to get hard.
But like, this was my other thing about that. You know, like, oh, that's the man side of it. But like, females ain't ready for this side. Like, imagine you know you love your nigga, you finally give him a threesome, and you think you the best of the best. And this girl come in that bitch, give him some Gaga 3000 he never had, and he making noises. You might start punching her in the head.
Yeah, cause that's why I never did a threesome, because first of all, I ain't gonna find no bitch. So if you go find a bitch and you bring that bitch back to us, it must be a bitch that you've been fucking, right?
Nolazine, make them scream. Nolazine. Make them SCREAM. Scream. Nolazine, make them scream. You heard me.